One of the most important things you need to be able to do as an investor is know whether or not a company or companies is right for you to add to your portfolio, whether or not you should buy something or sell something. But how do you know that? So we look at these things called stock summaries, but what do these numbers and letters even mean? In this video, I'm going to give you a very basic guide on how to read and understand some of these numbers and letters and what they mean. So let's get into it. One of the most convenient ways to get to learn about stock summaries is through Google. So if you just Google Apple stock, this is what you will see come up in your search results. The first thing we look at is the name. So it is Apple Inc. And that AAPL up there means that that is the symbol, that is the ticker symbol that Apple stock trades on the NASDAQ stock exchange. So if you were going to search for Apple stock within your brokerage account or your retirement account, you would need to search AAPL. Now, we're going to assume that the market is already closed for today. The markets are open in the US from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The price that you're seeing up there, the 269.03, that is the price that the stock closed at for the day. That means it is the last price that the stock traded for during trading hours. And during regular market hours, that price will fluctuate. So you could check it at 10:30 in the morning and it'll be one price. You can check it at 10:35 and it might be a different price. That's all normal. And the way that you know if you're getting the during market hours or after market hours price is underneath the NASDAQ AAPL up there, you would see after hours price and it would give you another price, some other information. So we can tell by this one that we are looking at this during trading hours. We can also, again, we're going to assume that trading is over, but we are looking at that plus 0.82. That means that the stock price closed 82 cents higher today than it did the previous trading day. And the numbers in parentheses there, the 0.31%, that just means that it traded 0.31% higher today than it did the previous trading day. Green line above me here, that shows the price difference at any given time during the day. But as you can see, we can also change that to 5 days, 1 month, 6 month, year to date. And then if you click that little more, it will go out even further. This will tell you how the stock price has changed over a certain duration of time. The y-axis, the vertical axis, shows the price in dollars, while the x-axis, the horizontal axis, shows how much time has passed in your selected time frame. Over here, this little previous close price, that is the price that the stock stopped trading at the close of the previous market day. If we look down below, we see open, high, and low in the first column on the left. So open is the price that the stock opened at the first trade of the day, while the high and low prices reflect the highest and the lowest prices that the stock reached during the trading day respectively. And then on the right-hand columns, we have market cap, PE ratio, and dividend yield. The market cap is market capitalization. That measures the size of a company based on the number of shares it has in the market times the current price. So in Apple's case, yes, that's a real number. They have a market capitalization of $3.98 trillion as of the date of filming this video. Next is the PE ratio. So this is a price to earnings ratio. A lot of investors use this number to determine if a stock is undervalued or overvalued or right at a reasonable valuation. I'm not going to go into the details of the PE ratio in this video. I'll do another video that goes into that in more detail. Lastly, we have the dividend yield. So this tells you how much an investor might receive annually in dividends, and it is expressed as a percentage of the current share price. And the thing to know is that higher dividend yields don't always necessarily mean a more attractive investment opportunity, because the dividend yield of a stock may be elevated because of a declining stock price. So there you have it, just a very basic guide of what some of these letters and numbers mean on a stock summary. There's a lot more that goes into it, but I just wanted to start very high level, very simple. If you found this helpful, follow along, leave any comments in the questions, and I have a free weekly newsletter that goes into all of these topics in more depth. You know where to find it.